Guys, today we have a couple of very important things that has been happening for Bitcoin. So I'm going to go through the developments you saw yesterday, and I'm going to talk about what I think is going to be the next major move for Bitcoin moving forward, guys. So make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So on the 4-hourly time frame, guys, we have a couple of very important developments. So the first thing is that you can see that the last few days we went up and we actually created a bit of a double top pattern. So we went above the orange box right here. We went up, we made a first top right here at the right at the resistance of my orange line, went down, found support inside of the orange box, went up, made another, which was actually on the candle closest, a little bit of a higher low. And then now we have gone down and we have also broken the neckline. So you can see we have broken this one. So you can call this an M pattern as well. So we've broken the middle part of the M. So usually that signals some more downside, and that is also what we saw, and we went all the way down to 56,500. Now here is the thing though. You can see that we had this huge red candle yesterday, and this actually had a lot to do with the traditional markets, and I'm gonna go through the traditional markets in a bit. You can see this big red candle right here. What happened? Is it something to worry about? But yeah, Bitcoin still just going sideways here, and in fact, if I draw a trend line like this, you can see that we're also forming a little bit of a trend line on the upwards path here. So once again, we find ourselves in a very interesting situation where we will either have to break through again the orange box here and go up, or we will need to break this trend line towards the downside. So this trend line is pretty strong. It's from the 5th of July. So let's see which one of these is going to break first. On the balance of probabilities, I will still say that I do think that we're gonna see it happening towards the upside. Just like a few days ago, I can't remember exactly which one it was. I think it was actually this one right here. And I said the same thing, that we would have to either break the trend line on the hourly time frame, on the 1 hour. I think this is more visible. So yeah, you can see it right here. And what I said is that we had this trend line on the 1 hourly and we were consolidating inside of it. And one of these ones would have to break. Either we would have to break the trend line towards the downside, or we would have to have a pump above the orange box here. And I said that I do think it's more likely that we're going to see that pump towards the upside. And that is exactly what happened. So now on the 4-hourly time frame, when we have a similar trend line, again, I'm going to say the same thing. I do think it's more likely that we're going to see this break towards the upside. So that is what I am looking at right now. I do have a couple of more charts I want to show you. But also, if you look at the daily time frame, you know that we have the 200-day moving average, this green line. And once again, it has been pushing us down 2 times, and it is also been reinforced by the resistance level at $59,000 here, this orange line. So big resistance at the orange line. You can see it's been pushing us down, in fact, not only 2 times here, but I would say also it had an effect on these candles here as it was very close to it. So these are the key levels we need to break through on the short term. Now, let me jump over to this chart. So you know that already we have on the daily time frame, we have this trend line right here, okay? So this one is a key trend line. It is currently at 63,500. So I've been warning you about that one, should we approach it again. But actually, we have something else also, and that is this trend line right here. So you can see that we have this downward sloping trend line. So this one is currently at $59,000. So if we can break through this one together with the trend lines I was showing you previously, that could signal a short-term shift, a short-term breakout, and some bullish momentum for Bitcoin. So I'm watching all of these ones as well. We do have, of course, the consolidation that we're seeing right here, sideways action. And I do think on the grand scheme of things, we're going to go sideways for a little bit longer. But towards the end of July, I do think that things are going to pick up. And especially for Ethereum. Ethereum is also going sideways. It's been going up a bit recently. However, there's just a few days left until the spot Ethereum ETF is expected to start trading. And that is going to be the catalyst I think that we need. Because also what's interesting is that most of the Ethereum in circulation is actually locked up. So you can see that 40% of all Ethereum is currently locked up. So this is going to create a supply shock. So there's not going to be that much Ethereum available to be bought. And also what you know is that the ETF providers, they didn't have as much time as with the Bitcoin ETF to prepare and buy Ethereum beforehand. So yeah, there will be some market buying happening. So that will be very, very interesting to see. So why did we see in the traditional markets a big red candle yesterday? Because the inflation data that came out was actually better than anticipated. However, the speculation right now is that a lot of people were expecting the positive CPI to come out, and they longed and they took profit. And so this is profit taking essentially. So maybe they bought it up here and then this was the profit taking. So all in all, this is still very bullish because yes, we did erase $600 billion from the market cap of traditional markets today. However, in the grand scheme of things, now the market is expecting us to have a rate cut, 83% that we're going to see a rate cut after the June CPI. So you can see that it spiked right here, that we're going to see that rate cut in September. So that is really, really interesting. And as soon as the Fed starts cutting interest rates, I do think that also there's going to be a perfect cocktail with the markets, with the crypto markets, with the spot Ethereum ETF. It's going to start to get more bullish slowly. And then you're going to see those rate cuts, and then risk is going to come back in. And then people are going to start selling their US treasuries and their bonds, and they are going to invest it into the stock market, into crypto and such. So we're going to see the same kind of thing that we saw previously, when people are more like, they want to take more risk. They want to get into assets that are able to pump harder. So that is all good. And this is also in line with this JP Morgan report that they say that we think that in August or end of July, you're going to see the market starts to pick up again. So that is completely in line with what I'm expecting as well. And then you have on the 11th of July, you had an inflow of almost $80 million. Even though Bitcoin sold off yesterday and traditional market sold off, well, the ETFs, they were still buying. So there's still huge buying pressure coming for Bitcoin from the ETFs. So that is all good. And not only that, the German government are running out of Bitcoin to sell. They only have $400 million worth of Bitcoin left to sell. So that is all fantastic, guys. And in terms of liquidations, you do have a little bit of a liquidation pop at 56,500. So if we clear this level, you're going to see potentially a little bit of a long squeeze, meaning we're going to go down. But look at this. There are some stacked shorts here right above the price point at which we are at right now. So if we can clear this level, then I do think also we could have some liquidations towards the upside and cause a little bit of a long short squeeze, meaning we're gonna see a little bit of a pump towards the upside. Guys, if you want to get the best deposit bonuses available out there on the best exchanges available, up to $30,000 on Bybit if you use this link right here, up to $60,000 in OKX, up to 40 on BitGet, and then Avo, you get a free $300 trade if you sign up. There's no KYC involved, so make sure to take advantage of this. Also, there's gonna be a lot of very interesting stuff happening with Avo. I'm gonna go through that all in a video in the future. So a lot of things coming up, guys, so make sure to get accounts on these exchanges. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.